I used to think love was earned by effort, by sacrifice, by being the rock someone could lean on. That's how I was raised. My dad worked 12 hours a day for nearly 30 years and told me, "Son, if you treat a woman right, she'll stay right by your side." I believed him. His words echoed through every decision I made, every gift I bought, every surprise I planned for my wife, Madison. Madison and I met in college. She was majoring in sociology, and I was studying business. She had this natural grace that pulled people in, like she wasn't trying too hard, yet everyone wanted to be near her. We started dating junior year. I fell hard. By the time we graduated, I already had the ring. I proposed on the campus lawn under the giant oak tree where we shared our first kiss.
She said yes.
I thought I had it all. I got a job straight out of school with a logistics firm in Denver. We moved into a small one-bedroom apartment in a decent part of town. Money was tight in the beginning, but I made sure Madison never felt it. I'd skip out on lunches and wear worn-out shoes so I could surprise her with a new purse or take her out to that sushi spot she liked. I thought those little things added up. I believed that the sum of small gestures equaled loyalty. As years passed, I climbed the ladder. By 32, I was managing operations and bringing in enough to get us a 2-story home in the suburbs. Madison opened a boutique that I helped finance. I handled all the back-end, permits, inventory systems, payroll. She had the freedom to focus on aesthetics, building her brand, connecting with clients. I was proud of her. I believed in her. I believed in us. Looking back now, I wonder if she ever really believed in me. It started subtly. Late replies to my texts. A certain coldness in her eyes when I talked about my day. At first, I thought she was stressed. The boutique had taken a hit after a big-box retailer opened nearby. I offered more help, even proposed we expand online, and handled all the logistics myself. I worked 12-hour shifts and still stayed up past midnight learning Shopify just so she wouldn't have to. But the more I did, the more she drifted. There was a man, Derek. I didn't know his name at the time, only that he was always around the boutique. Tall, built like a linebacker, drove a Tesla. I asked Madison who he was, and she laughed it off. "A client," she said. "He buys candles and skincare for his sister." I wanted to believe her, but I knew better. One Friday evening, I decided to surprise her with dinner. I got takeout from her favorite Mediterranean spot and showed up at the shop just after closing. The door was locked, but I saw the lights still on inside. I knocked. No answer. I walked around the back. That's when I saw it. Her hands tangled in his, her body leaning against him, her lips whispering things I had never heard her say to me in years. I didn't confront her. Not right away. I walked away with the bag of food still in my hands and the weight of betrayal crushing my chest. I sat in my car for an hour, staring at the steering wheel, wondering what I did wrong, wondering how I gave everything and somehow still wasn't enough. The next morning, I asked her plainly, "Are you happy with me?" She looked surprised, then confused. "Of course, why?" I didn't press it. I watched her lie to my face and realized something profound. Women don't stay because of what you do for them. They stay because of how you make them feel. I provided, I protected, I sacrificed. But none of it mattered if I didn't tap into that feeling she was loyal to. She didn't love me for the house, or the dinners, or the late-night Shopify setups. She was loyal to how Derek made her feel in that moment.
Alive. Desired.
Spontaneous. Maybe reckless. But real.
Raw.
Emotional. The affair came out eventually. I found messages on her iPad. Screenshots. Plans for weekends. I thought she was at business conferences. When I confronted her, she cried. Not out of guilt, but frustration. "You don't make me feel anything anymore," she said. It was the last nail in a coffin I didn't know we were building. We separated. No messy legal war, no screaming matches. I moved into a condo across town, kept my job, stopped helping with the boutique. She kept it running for a while, but it closed within the year. Last I heard, Derek had moved on too. You'd think I'd be bitter. That I'd become one of those men shouting online about betrayal, about how all women are the same. But I'm not. I learned something more valuable than bitterness. I learned the truth. Loyalty is emotional. It's not bought. It's not negotiated. It's not earned by deeds alone. It's a flame that needs oxygen, excitement, presence, connection. When those fade, so does loyalty. And that's not just about women, it's about people. After Madison, I spent a year by myself. No dates. No distractions. Just healing. Just understanding. And when I was ready, I didn't go out trying to impress anyone. I didn't try to buy loyalty again. I focused on building emotional connection, not just infrastructure. Then I met Claire. She worked in a bookstore downtown, had a laugh that hit you like sunshine after rain. We didn't talk about careers or income or goals on the first date. We talked about fears, about childhood dreams, about what made us feel alive. It was raw, honest, and terrifying. Claire didn't care that I owned a condo or drove a reliable SUV or had a 401k. She cared about the moment we locked eyes and shared something real. And every day since, we keep choosing each other, not because of what we do, but because of how we make each other feel. So, to anyone reading this or watching this on YouTube thinking you're doing everything right and still being left behind, hear me clearly. Women don't care what you do for them. They're loyal to one thing only: how you make them feel. Don't confuse effort with connection. Don't think your sacrifices guarantee someone's heart. That's not how humans work. Love isn't earned through transactions. It blooms through emotional intimacy, vulnerability, and shared experience. I'm no longer the man who tries to be everything to someone else. I'm the man who shows up authentically and lets emotional truth guide the bond. Because loyalty doesn't come from what you give, it comes from what you ignite inside. And once you understand that, everything changes.